Probably not the thing to be asking you ahead of a major semi-final, but this is going to be the Being Bros test of friendship. How close are you two?
We're close, to be fair.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, I would say, I'll say we're close. I'll say we know each other now relatively well enough over the last, what, 4 years?
Yeah, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think we've picked up on things.
Okay, so 10 points.
Well, we'll see.
10 points best answer on each other. Getting a bit sentimental. Most poignant moment you've both shared with each other on the pitch. Go with you first, Jarrod.
I think, me personally, moment on the pitch.
Yeah.
Any game.
Yeah.
I think there'd be two for me. Mine would be the Lyon game last year, and then my England debut when Dec played as well. I think coming here and then being able to represent my country with Dec as well. That was a special moment.
How did he help you with all that?
No, it helped me a lot. He was next to me in the national anthem and I was shaking like mad. But no, it was special. So I'd probably say those two, I think, stand out for me. They might have different, but I think those two for me.
I think the England one's the most special one. I think to play for England in the first place is like such an incredible achievement, and also for me to have been next to him for his first full cap as a teammate as well, because that was the first time I'd played with a teammate at England. So yeah, just to do it with him, that was definitely a special day.
Did you feel him shaking?
I actually didn't.
I think it was like you and Mace next to him.
Was it?
I think both of you was like grabbing my shoulder like that when the national anthem, because it was like first time I've ever sung it, and it was.
And you had the 10 shirt on.
Yeah, 10.
That's Carrie's big weight, number 10. Carrie's big weight, and he done well, to be fair. He done very well.
He did. Describe the best prank you've each played on your teammates.
Oh, there's too many.
I get in trouble if I name some don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem. Some lads don't know still what's actually been going on. I've been a part of loads. What would you say is the best one?
10 points
I
each.
stay out the way of these. I'm like I could get loads of people.
To be fair, Jazz actually don't get involved in pranks. He's just like, he could do whoever he wants and he'd get away with everything.
I just think if I put my foot in, that's it. I'm in the deep end. So
I think
so many.
The best one for me is just the famous. We done a Flynn the other day, didn't we? Well, you did, and a few of us did. He went home and we cracked 2 eggs. Like got 2 eggs, cracked them in a little bit, put them at the front of his shoe. So then, like the next morning, he's come in. Obviously, you never check for you just put your gym trainers on, and he's slid his foot in, and his big toes just gone right through this egg, gone all in his shoes, both sides.
There's so many.
But like just little silly ones like that, they're just not even funny, but they're brilliant. So that's why we do them. But for me, the egg one's probably the best one.
I've seen some. I think even Paqueta got brought into it the other day.
Yeah,
he had
someone gorilla glued like the hardest glue that you could possibly ever get Lucas Paqueta's shoes down, and all the French lads next morning were recording it. He was trying to
he tried to get his trainer up, and his foot was just stuck to the changing room floor, and he was like, he looked at me, and I was like, it wasn't me. And then
he's got an inkling it was me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that weren't me.
So he got the shoe on. He got it on his foot.
No, genuinely, he was full strength, 2 hands, trying to pull it off the floor.
Yeah, but when I went into the change room, he actually put his foot in his trainer to go and try to get up, and fell back down onto his seat, and he was like, what is going on here? And then he couldn't move because it was only one of the trainers as well, so that was a funny one. There's loads though. Just take your pick, I suppose.
How much does this all help you when you're going to go into such a big semi-final, when you've got so many big occasions, this camaraderie?
Yeah, I think it's massive, even like bringing Lucas into things like pranks and things like that, like lads who are new here, making them feel at home, feel really special. I think that's one thing about us that we've always had, is that we've always had good lads, honest, hard-working people who smile and every day, apply themselves in the right way. So, coming up now to this semi-final, I think we're in the right headspace, right frame of mind, and we're confident, we're really confident in our ability and ourselves as a team.
You're coming into that Europa League semi-final. What would it mean for each of you personally to win a European title? You first, Declan, for West Ham.
Yeah, I think especially to do it for a club like West Ham, it would be, the ultimate icing on the cake, at the end of the season. For us, I think it's been 43 years since West Ham last won a major trophy. So, you know, you'll be remembered forever. But there's obviously still 2 massive games that you need to get across. And I've been involved in finals already, and you can't help but look towards the final, thinking about what ifs. But then obviously anything can happen on a football pitch. So it's just about staying focused, and hopefully if that time comes, celebrate it in the right way.
I think this echoing what Dec says, it would be massive for us players, a whole collective group, and for these fans as well. You know, last year we was fortunate enough to have a really good run, and you know, we was really hurt from the semi-final. So I think a lot of things can come from learning from last year as well, and that feeling of disappointment, we take that into the game on Thursday, because at the end of the game we don't want to be the team disappointed again. We want to be that team that's celebrating in the final, because it is a moment to enjoy, to get into the final for the first place. But then, as Dec said, there's another 2 big steps to get that bit of silverware. But I think it would be, you know, you want to win trophies, and when you've got such a good group, you want to win it for every single one of your teammates. So, you know, that's our aim, and it's down to us to do it.
Right, I'm going to test your interests now. Declan, we know you love collecting shirts. Where's that come from, the collecting shirts, the autographs? Because we see you sign so many shirts for the fans. Just saw it the other day. It just means the world to them. Where does it all come from, this big love of collecting shirts?
I think I'm, away from me being a professional footballer, I'm a massive football fan. You know, I've been lucky enough now to play against players that I grew up watching and managed to get their shirts. You know, it's just my love for the game, really. And I think you look back at the end of your career and you look at shirts and you show people, you know, who you've played against. It's just it's a nice thing to know that you've played against some of the best players in the world and you've managed to get their shirts. So I know a lot of people do it. It's, if I'm playing against a top player, I'll definitely try to get their shirt, just for like a memory thing.